Get crack-a-lacking, boys.
All right, we're back here with another episode of Not Another Serious Podcast. I'm Adam Bongiovanni here with Nick and Nolan, and we are ready to kick off this episode of Big Brother.
Remember when they did the dubstep the one season? I was like, yep.
That was when they first started doing it. It was like, I think it was that 14 or 15 maybe.
They cut back on it a little bit.
It was 14 because it was the I remember it wasn't the new intro, like the theme song. You know what I'm saying? Like it was them all doing their little weird like motions and.
It was when Retro was out and when Skrillex was in.
No. 16 was the first one when they changed up the theme song.
It was, but no, the theme song he's talking about, the actual song was boom. That was 14 the first time they did it. Yeah,
and I think we're doing.
When did they start doing the characters and like they were
16,
like
16, yeah.
And then
Frankie.
King Paulie in Big Brother 18 or was
it was
18 or 7? No, it was 18.
I don't know what it was. It was like
he was like
yeah, he went like that. Or
it was like a little like bow and arrow.
Embarrassing.
Okay,
Okay,
that was a nice caption you wrote for my.
I know you like it. It was like generic
Janelle stands.
generic Twitter corporate Twitter. I should just put a Yaz and a Bay in there and it'll
Let's
be
talk
good.
about Big Brother. Okay, so let's start with a recap of the episode. The eviction night. It was very, very basic, and I don't think anyone couldn't have predicted what was going to happen tonight. So, Nick, how did the episode start?
It started so what Big Brother wanted to do tonight, they used their TV time to establish what was going to happen next week. So we got Matt talking about how he wants Jason and Alex out, and we have Alex talking about how she wants Maven out first. Or no, Matt out first. So basically what this sets up is that Paul has done a beautiful job at pitting Maven and Jalix against one another.
Oh my God! Hearing those ship names just makes me want to kill myself.
Jalix.
I could have said Jason and Alex.
No, it's okay. It's easy. Just say the ship names. It's okay.
Okay.
Or whatever the team names.
All right.
It can't be worse than Bachelor in Paradise. Like the ship names they come up with there. So like it's not that bad.
Okay.
Okay. So we have the couples pitted against each other. Paul's playing this perfectly. He's in the middle, and then we have Mark trying to save himself.
We do.
Ooh.
And Mark tries to do some final pleas. He explains to Jason that the other side's going to go after him, which actually is probably going to happen if someone wins HOH. Jason doesn't listen. Kevin says if Alex and Jason are down, he'll do it. Obviously, Alex and Jason weren't down. And then he goes like, Paul, if there's any way, and Paul says, I just don't think we're going to get the votes. So what ends up happening is, what, should we get to the vote already, or should we?
No. We have a lot more before the vote. We have the
questions,
jury
questions, Julie questions, and Jason's family.
They did wait a weird amount of time to do the live eviction. It was like usually it's like first half. It was like 45 minutes in. It was weird.
I think maybe that's something to do with they were really nervous that for some reason like maybe the HOH wouldn't take the endurance, but they go real quick.
Or they were concerned about losing Big Hunk Daddy Mark, and they wanted to get every last moment out.
Preserving his big beefcake body.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the best part was Mark was still wearing endurance clothes just in case, like playing it safe, which is
he was wearing kind of khakis, like
I don't think it was.
I think it was good enough. Whereas if he needed to just throw shorts on, he was good. All right.
All right, so let's get to Julie. Then they really cut the game, the strategic portion of the episode off quick, and we get Julie asking the house guests pointless questions. So she asked Christmas about her boot, Matt about his sleeveless shirts, Alex about camping, Kevin about that he wants bottled water from his family, Josh talks about Zingbot, Mark talks about falling, Jason talks about babies, and then we meet Jason's wife and son and mom and pop. So what do we think of those people?
Nolan, what do you think of Gatlin? What do you think of the name?
What do you think of that name?
I don't think it's a bad name.
I agree. Well, you also have your name is unique.
Yeah, I think it's Southern.
It's Southern.
I don't know. I just think they were like exactly what I'd expect. Actually, like his wife's like a good-looking woman.
Better looking than you thought.
Better looking than I would think.
You thought more of like a Derek wife type thing.
Are you kidding, dog? That's too much. Don't be mean like that. That's not nice. Okay, so doesn't Jason? You don't think Jason? I don't think he's a terrible looking guy.
No,
I think he's a good looking guy.
He looks like Matthew Lillard.
He's a famous actor who played
Scooby.
He does. He does. Now that you say it, but yeah, I think it was a good hometown visit. I mean, would have been the first hometown visit I would go to? No.
Where'd you go to?
I'd probably go to. I want to see what Cameron's all about.
Cameron?
No, yeah. Let's see what Cameron's been up to.
He'd be there. He literally, if they went to hold on, he would be there with his family. Let's see what Megan's been up to. And shows her like rocking back and forth in a
straitjacket.
All right.
So
Really?
Okay, so they ask a bunch of stupid piece of random questions. Nobody wants to hear any of that. It's like they're using this time. And they show them a clip of the POV competition. Everyone's hysterical. And I was thinking like everyone was falling and like Raven's falling, and I'm like, how like quickly can she like make this really about herself? And when she was laughing, she was like kind of like jumping up and
Was
down.
it me or did some of those falls, honestly, like looking back on it, some of those falls were kind of like staged almost? Like it was like, dude,
Jason's running with stage.
after this, I'll show you the one fall she had where it was like a planned fall. Like
Mark's
she was like not going down at all, and then she was like, wait a minute, I can make this into something. She like busted her ass.
Did like a mirror image twist.
So she didn't go down in the competition because she's went down so much this whole season long with Matt.
And cheap sex jokes. Okay,
no, but it's true. We didn't talk about this at all the other day. They found Matt and Raven's condom stash. Used condoms in a drawer.
Maybe we didn't
Matt
talk
is the
about
most
it.
disgusting human being.
They're both.
Wasn't he the one who wiped his stomach after like?
All right, so I saw that.
And then washed dishes.
They had intercourse. All right, this is PG. All right, close your ears. Close your ears. Close your ears. They had sex. He walks out of the bedroom. He uses the family towel
to clean
and
up.
Wipes his stomach. And then he puts it back.
And then he puts it back, and then later he was washing.
And Josh was apparently like washing his face. Disgusting.
All people, Josh would be definitely.
It might not have been Josh, but it'd be funny if it was.
Yeah. Oh, so you just made that up?
No, it was somebody. It was somebody watching.
You said you just made up that was Josh.
Oh yeah, totally.
Why?
I don't know. It was funny.
No reason to lie.
I thought he like cleaned dishes and used them to dry it, which is even more disgusting because that affects everyone in the house.
Yeah, Raven would eat that all up.
Okay, do you want to get to votes? Let's just get right into it or not?
Votes.
Yeah, do the votes.
Okay, so voting did not go as I don't think anyone planned. We have everyone besides Jason and Alex voting to evict Mark. Jason and Alex threw 2 votes at Matt, and that was shocking a little bit, right? I don't know. I thought it was.
It was very suspenseful. It was nice.
I was like, for a minute, like we didn't get all these like just votes all in one person, like 11-0 Dominique,
so you guys
10-0 Jess.
There's a chance that Mark stayed.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a second, I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a cock.
Because thinking about it, I would have been like, all right. I know Josh already voted for Mark to go home, but if Paul sent it to the tie, I don't know. Christmas had a brain fart last episode. Maybe she would have voted to evict Matt.
I had another brain fart.
I vote for Katie Boo.
And no, honestly, my first reaction was when Jason's not the brightest man. So when he said Matt, I was like, Matt and Mark are close names. Yeah. Maybe he mixed it up. And I was like, okay. And then Alex said it, and I was like, whoa.
Did you see Raven after it happened? After the votes were read?
Yeah, she was shocked.
She was pissed.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys. Paul's been in the house way too long for doing that.
We did that last year, though.
Yeah, we liked him last year. Now
it's still his thing.
Never cared.
No.
I'm just gonna
kill
make
myself.
one good Paul reference.
All right, so what happens next? Marco's super nice. He like jokes around. Wait, can we talk about speeches real quick? I know we got the votes.
We're just going like, whoop, whoop, whoop,
who cares? Mark in his speech was like pretending to call Jason out. In my heart, I'm like, yes, he's gonna say something, and he goes, "You're a great guy," or something. They hug.
Yeah, but of all people, why call Jason out? Like, I feel like call Paul out, call Alex out, call the people who treated you negatively out, call Matt, who's nothing in this game. But he called out the person. Why would you call Jason? I feel like he's actually a genuinely nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's cool.
I think it was just. I think it just goes back to show and proves our point that Mark is a genuine guy. He knows it's a game. He put it to the side. He says, "Okay, I lost the game. I'm out the door." And I know, in my opinion, I would like to go out with a bang, but he campaigned. He did everything he could, and at the end of the day, he's probably just happy that he can go and bang Elena in the jury house.
She's not gonna let him bang her,
dude. But I genuinely think that the reason that she did it is because it was on like TV and whatnot. Yeah, I think so.
No, I'm telling
I
you
think
now.
so. I think it's gonna happen.
They're gonna have sex.
They're gonna have sex in the jury house.
All right, it doesn't. All right, we'll never know. All right, so then we get Mark. He goes out and Julie kind of grills him, and like that's how I perceived it, and I didn't like that because listen. If anyone on the season deserves grilling, it's those bullies that are staying inside the house. The Christmases, the Alexes, the Joshes. The fact that she kind of went a little harder on Mark than she did Cody, than she did Jess. They played horrendous games in comparison to Mark, right? Cody and Jess isolated themselves. Mark or at least tried to integrate himself. So the fact that Julie was a little hard on him seemed that wasn't my favorite.
I think Julie's like the biggest closet casual in the whole world, because everyone thinks she's probably such a big fan, but she maybe watches the episodes, like gets caught up sometimes, maybe from using like online update sites. Like there's no way she watches like a lot. Maybe after dark sometimes when she's bored and wants to see herself on TV. But the thing that Mark did this season that everyone gives him shit for is he was a floater, right? Because he wasn't in that solidified group.
Yeah.
But I feel like over the years, everyone's taken Rachel's definition of being a floater as a bad thing, and Julie's kind of jumped on that train. Being a floater is not a bad strategy. People have won being a floater. Andy won, June won. They were floaters. So I think that she's just criticizing him. Yeah, did he play the best game? No, he wasn't a great game player at all. But I don't think he deserves. I don't think he deserves less criticism than anyone that's been evicted this far.
I kind of took it as a positive rather than a negative. Mark's a very level-headed guy. He's very well spoken. He took those questions really like well. Mm-hmm. I take it as a positive because I feel like as much as we're upset that people don't boo anymore, and I feel like that's obviously in studio, they tell them not to boo anymore because it could probably affect the game because they were obviously hearing it. I took it as a positive because I think that Julie, I think they're starting to give them harder questions. I think not really influenced by Jeff Probst on Survivor, but I don't know. I think I'm looking at it as a positive because when these people do get out of the house, like the Joshes and the hopefully Alex's, I would like her to grill them, and I think that she will. I think they'll give them tougher questions. I mean, not just I don't think it was just Mark. I think the past couple of weeks she's been like giving a little tougher questions, asking them more about their game instead of just like, what are you looking forward to the most when you get home? Like I like when she asks about the game and gets her honest opinion because it gives us that dynamic of we kind of get to gauge more what they saw from their point of view, what it looked like outside the house. And then I like when she was like, well, actually, this is what happened.
Yeah. She can't do that now as a jury.
Yeah.
So now we get to the goodbye messages. Any goodbye messages stand out to you guys?
I didn't like that Paul asked for his a jury vote. Yeah, I've never seen that before. And that seemed like it was production pushing Paul's jury votes on the hat. Like that was weird. I don't like that at all. I would eliminate that in a minute.
I think it was a combination of two things. I think it was Paul being paranoid and Paul trying to be manipulative, because I think Paul was trying to manipulate Mark being a good person, and I think he knows that Mark's not going to take it personally. He would be the last person I would expect to take it personally. Yeah. I think he's genuinely going to vote for who he thinks has played the best game, and I think that he was just trying to influence him, being like, you know what, Paul did play a good game. I'll try to swing it in his favor. I think he's a good guy. Like, because it was very manipulative in the sense that he was like, dude, I want to hang out with you outside the house. We're going to be bros, nothing personal. Oh, yeah, by the way, good vibes, dude. Throw some votes my way.
Did you notice Mark's face during that? Mark kind of like laughed. I don't know if that was like a, oh, what a good guy laugh, or it was more like a, what's this guy doing type of laugh. I don't know. That's the way I read it. I didn't see the whole laugh. I noticed like the last second he laughed. So like hopefully it was Mark saying, that's weird. I'm not gonna use that at all. And that actually might have worked in the other direction. I hope so. So any other, do you guys like, I mean, I noticed Paul's, I don't even remember the others.
Josh was like Marky Mark or something. I don't know.
He was like backhanded kind of.
A little bit, but
like, in the beginning he was like, you big meatball, you played the wrong side or whatever. And then he was like, but I love you. And he's like, go and hang out with Elena. But I don't know. I think Josh is the worst jury management right now, right?
Yeah, but he is. But Dan Giesling made a great point. He said, look how Mark talked about Josh. He praised him. He was like, he's such a nice guy, even though we've had our differences. If he goes into the jury house, tells Cody that Paul's been ripping him to shreds, which he has been about his military
and his daughter
and stuff, Cody's going to just be the mayor of the jury. And really go on a campaign to say why Paul doesn't deserve to win. Imagine Josh against Paul and Josh wins. I think Paul would go into hiding after the show. Oh, yeah. He would never want to be your big brother again. So we get these silly goodbye messages. Mark goes off to Elena land, and then we go to the competition, the baseball competition.
And that's the competition where they all have to stand on a bunch of hot dogs. And do we want to get the spoilers, because it ended about they threw mustard and ketchup on them. They squirted them with what?
I think we give them a couple seconds. Just if you guys are watching this and you don't want spoilers, the next like
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Really?
Mute it, click off, whatever you want to do. But we're gonna talk. We're just gonna say really quick who won the veto. I mean the HOH. Sorry.
And the veto.
No, but are we gonna be talking? Let's be honest. Are we gonna be talking about this for more than 30 seconds? Because aren't we gonna be talking about the repercussions and the consequences this week?
Then what do we just say? Just click off the episode. Like, what is your other option?
So do we just not even talk about that and just answer viewer questions?
No, we have Nick.
Okay, let's just mute it for 30 seconds. Fair enough. Right?
Okay. All right, go. Yeah.
Okay. Well. Are we doing it right now?
Yeah.
Just to give him a minute to mute it, or we?
Yeah. No, we'll give you a couple minutes. If you have any questions, start thinking of questions. Because right after we talk about this segment, we're going to go into viewer questions. So, a couple of people already saying they saw it.
Yeah,
they saw who it is, but just giving everyone who's listening maybe after the chance to click off if they. Yeah. So I guess that's enough time.
Yeah, fair
enough.
That's
enough bantering.
So it came down to Alex and Jason. Jason won, and now there are plans in the house to target. There was a plan in motion to target Kevin and maybe Matt and Raven. We'll see.
I think the only people that should go home this week that should be targeted, because it's not going to be Paul, not going to be Christmas, not going to be Josh, and it's either going to be and it's not going to be the HO. Well, now we can't say this because it's in 30 seconds. So.
Yeah, let's.
All right, so yeah, that's the spoiler. If anyone's coming back, we're done with the spoilers. So now we're just going to take viewer questions.
All right.
Okay.
You want to get them?
So. Okay. I'm trying to think. I think mine. Hold on.
All right. Well, while they're finding viewer questions, we'll just talk about what we think each player should do if they were the one to win HOH. So I think let's say if Josh won this HOH, who would Josh put up?
Josh gonna put up Jason and Alex most likely.
So is then Christmas can't play. Paul would never win this HOH. Kevin, who would Kevin put up if he won?
He would listen to Jason and put up Raven and Matt.
So you think he would go against them? You think he would go against?
It's mentioned in tonight's episode that he doesn't like Matt. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
I don't think it's a no-brainer at all. I think he's been shut because he hates Alex so much. Why wouldn't he take a shot at her?
Because he's closely aligned with Jason. That's the clue for that relationship.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you're underestimating.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Nick, you're such a oh man. You see, because I'm kind of sad because you're upset.
I'm just mad because you
like. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Why should you get so offended over a fucking TV show?
Whoa, calm down there, buddy.
No, I'm mad. I'm mad. Why?
I'm mad because it just said it on TV. You just watched him say that. So
because the diary room is never fed and it's not random things.
Didn't he say it during the episode?
No, I think he's gonna take it. No, I think he's gonna take it, Alex.
I completely disagree. He won't have the vote. I don't think Jason would talk him out of that, right? You don't think so? No,
he doesn't understand the game. It's day 65 and he still doesn't understand what's going on.
He has some type of understanding of the game.
A very small type of understanding.
No. You don't know what you're talking about.
Tell me how he has a big understanding.
He's played it for 60 days. There's the understanding.
No. Oh, and so did Victoria.
He knows
he still didn't know what game it was.
He knows he's with Jason. He trusts Paul. Whenever those two say, goes.
So you think Paul would 100% say put up Maven?
Right, Paul. Absolutely. Paul said he's gonna let those sides take each other out.
Didn't he say he wants Alex up before 6 this week though? Recently?
Alex out before 6?
You said it last night. Actually.
Wait, no. But he also. Wait, last night I said he wants Alex out before 6. He said Alex is fine. Listen, he as long as Paul gets Alex out before 3, he's fine. He said she could beat him in 3. So if Paul gets Alex out 7, 6, 5, he's fine.
I think that you're overestimating Kevin. I think you do want to let me talk, or you're just gonna keep cutting me off because that's what you keep doing. No, you're just overestimating Kevin. You think he's so much smarter than he is. He's a smart person outside the game. Probably has great street smarts. Big brother player. No, he doesn't know what he's doing.
But he's gonna listen to his number one ally when they tell him what to do. He's listened to Jason all game. Why would he stop this week?
Turning his back on him. I think he could sense that.
Why would he stop this week? Alex is turning his back on him. But if Jason says, "Hey, let's trust Alex," come on. I feel like you're just baiting now. That's what I feel like.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, I think I know what you're doing, buddy.
Oh, you said, buddy, you're upset. Oh, that's fine.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you think Mark went soft at the end? Like, you think he should have went out with a bang? Adam, Nick?
No. I think
what do you think? You answer good. You were just silent for a minute because me and Adam were arguing. Go for it.
What do you want me to answer?
About Mark. Do you think he went soft?
No, I think he's just a good guy. I think there's no reason for him to go out.
I don't think he's ever like when you're 6'3" and jacked as Marcus, you can't call him soft. Like there's nothing he can do. He could like cry the whole time. I don't think he's soft.
I disagree with that.
He's a Marcus 6'6".
Research Austin.
Get the actual height. Get the actual height.
There's no way he's shorter than 6'3".
I swear to God, he's 6'3". He's smaller than Kevin, and Kevin's like 6'3". Maybe he might be smaller than 6'3". All right. So anyway, I think Mark is. Nick, you said he's jacked as hell. He's huge. So you're saying, like, why are we arguing about him being soft?
No, a soft could be him crying a lot. That might be a little soft. He's a softie. He calls himself a softie.
I think he's calling someone soft and saying you're a softie are two very different things.
The same word with 2 letters.
You're soft, bro. You can't take offense to that. Somebody says, "Oh man, you're just a softie." I'm like, like that's a good friend like that.
They're synonyms. They're synonymous, right?
No,
they have nothing to do with each other.
They're
Adam.
connotations. No, it depends how you say them, Nick.
Okay,
English
I
language,
think
buddy.
Mark had every right in the book.
Every right in the book. That was a good one.
What are you doing? You're good as you're a bully right now. You're joshing it up. We know why you like Josh for so long. We know why you like Josh for so long because you identify with him.
No.
Both confused.
Oh,
about
you
who they
identify.
Wait,
I was gonna say, identify with Raven.
What does that mean?
Never mind.
What does
All
that
right,
mean?
no, you can just call me a bully because I.
That's
like
what
Josh
you're
in the
doing right
beginning.
now.
No, I'm not. Nigga. Oh my god, you're such a little bitch. So you have to be. You're bullying me. Josh is bullying Mark in the house. Me doing this to you is not bullying. We're brothers who are arguing on a podcast. Grow up.
Growing up, you have to go to mean words. Yeah, that's what you have to resort to. Talk to me, debate with me. You don't have.
That's what we're doing here.
Your vocabulary isn't extensive
Oh my
enough,
god,
so you have to go call me a
vocabulary isn't
bitch.
extensive. You just started over your words for the 6 seconds.
What?
Austin, how tall is Mark?
Thank you, track check guy. Okay, now let's moving on to some questions. We got some questions here, and obviously you can keep asking some questions. We're going to be doing this segment for a little bit. We have a lot of time. It was a pretty quick episode in terms of recap. So our first question comes from FC. Sorry if I get this wrong. Alifua. Do you guys think that Josh will get a Gina Marie type edit in the sense that, like how the viewers started to root for Gina Marie against Andy towards the end of BB15? She said rat Andy, by the way.
I don't know. I think Gina Marie's so much dumber than any Big Brother house guest to ever play. I think she's no.
That one's for you, Nikki.
I think she was one of the least intelligent people to ever play the game, and her speeches back that up. You just look up Gina Marie's speech, and you'll be able to see what I mean. I think Josh is a moron. I don't think he's as not intelligent as Gina Marie is.
They didn't ask that though. They asked, "Do you think people start rooting for him?"
See, like, you're just
no, that's what they asked.
No,
you nitpick me, I'll nitpick you.
No,
okay.
You're such a clown.
In my
you
opinion,
you really are. You're so like just trying to start shit. Because Nick, I don't understand why you're doing this. Like, I was literally giving my.
That wasn't the answer.
No. But I can answer whatever I want.
No one. What's the next one?
Oh my god.
Okay. So in my opinion, I think it's a good question, but the reason why people weren't rooting for Andy is because people people were rooting for Gina Marie against Andy. The reason people didn't want to root for Andy is because they felt like, I guess, from a flashy and like a casual standpoint, it's a boring game. But I think people can respect Paul's game enough and respect how well he played. Like even the hardcores, I think the casuals still like Paul. The way they edit him, all the casuals will still like him. The hardcores can respect him. So I don't think so. I think that the Gina Marie thing just was a very once in a lifetime because Andy didn't play a flashy game at all.
Someone with that low of an IQ making it to the end is like we saw Victoria get close, and she wasn't the brightest, but she could form sentences. I feel like Gina Marie in her speeches literally cannot form complete sentences.
Someone with that low of an IQ, remember Portia? Like we saw it 2 years before that.
Back check on Josh. He owns a business, so therefore he's not. He's not stupid.
Okay, this one comes from Megan. Megan says,
wait, is it Megan from the show?
Megan says, do you think Megan has a chance of coming back in the house in a twist?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is actually from Megan, like the girl, the one who left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I made that one up.
Imagine she was in there like, you guys think I'm dead.
It's funny that you picked up on it before I even said it. All right.
You're no match for
next,
me, no.
next is from Aurelie. Do y'all think that Jason and Alex are going to backdoor Kevin? Do you think it's a definite possibility?
The only backdooring that's going to happen this week is Matt and Raven.
Okay.
No, wait. So they said backdoor Kevin?
Well, we don't know
if they'll backdoor Kevin.
We don't know who on HOH, so we have to. Just in case there's kids that didn't watch, we said if Jason or Alex
if the opportunity presented itself, do you think that they'll backdoor Kevin? Or
I think Alex
will go against go for Raven and Matt first?
I think Alex would. I think Jason would.
Okay.
Jason loves Kevin.
Okay. The next question is from Hello Helen. How do you
wait? Helen from the show? She was pushed.
Do you guys think that the game would have gone? How do you think the game would have gone if Paul wasn't in the house? Obviously, we'll never truly know. But what are your predictions? Like, what do you think? Where do you think the game would have went?
They're completely different. We just seen so many different alliances. People probably went in the beginning, might have went at the end. Cody would have probably been in power for a lot longer.
Oh yeah,
he'd still be in the house.
Oh yeah,
and Jessica would be potentially running the game. Paul made anything good that was going to come from the season, any excitement, minus the drama we saw, which I do appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
I think Paul made it a lot worse. The gameplay, you really bring Paul in, screw that up.
I think that, yeah, like you said, I think because at the end of the day, the reason why everything happened was from the first week when Cody was so dead set on getting Paul out, and the whole twist thing happened. His whole alliance turned on Cody. But if that didn't happen, the couples alliance still would have been a thing. They probably would have ran the game for a while until eventually. I think Alex would still be a big character in a sense that I think she would try to go against it, because if you remember the first week, Alex had the trust of Cody. The trust of Cody. Cody wouldn't have gone against her for a while. So I think that Alex eventually maybe would have made a bigger move. Maybe she wouldn't have been as annoying because I feel like she's just content with being with Paul. But yeah, I think it would have been totally different. It's really hard to tell. I'm a firm believer in the butterfly effect, so I don't think Christmas would have broke her foot.
Yeah, no, I'm at,
she wouldn't have.
Good chance she wouldn't have. Right?
She probably wouldn't have.
She wouldn't have.
Everything.
Right?
The timeline of events would have been different.
Yeah,
she wouldn't have.
What if Kevin broke his neck?
Yeah, someone might have who knows?
Josh
I wanted
face.
to make an out of taste joke about Raven, but I'm gonna stay away from that one.
I almost did tonight about so, never mind. Not gonna go there. Sorry.
That's why I make fun of them having sex, because that's nothing to do with her disease.
Exactly.
Which but you can make fun of all ex-players' wives. That's what you can do. Okay, so let's answer some more questions. What would you guys do if you were in the game right now? I'd probably be bending over for Paul, because that's what everyone else is doing. No, seriously, if you're in the game and everyone's like, Paul, why wouldn't you? Why would you go against him? Like, I understand why we all want them to, but they're literally brainwashed by this little vet. That's what they're doing. I like to think I'd go in there and be like, I'm gonna mess this shit up. I'm gonna go bring everyone together and I'm gonna run this game. But like, how many people actually have that in them to run Big Brother? Like a very small amount of people.
I agree. I think I'd probably be playing like honestly probably like a Jason type game without being big idiot.
Extreme retard.
That would be, because like, imagine, would you be able to go into the room and be like, I am extreme? Like you would never be able to be as like into it as he is.
I'm so glad that we're woke.
Yeah, it's fun being so woke.
It is a good question because we're talking out of character for all the non-spoileries. What would you guys no, sorry, this comes from Brod's Gabby. Who would cause the most commotion if they won HOH?
Paul, because he would have to pick a side, and he's not willing to do that, which is why he was
that's
planning on throwing it.
Yeah,
and he did throw it, and he's obviously gonna throw it.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be Paul, but assuming obviously that Paul throws the competitions like he said he would.
Not only anyone else would, but everyone.
Yeah, there's no one else that would really cause a lot of commotion.
It's gonna be the same thing. The two side Maven's gonna go after.
Maybe Matt or Raven, because then they would. It would be cool just to see which side they pick to get out. They would probably go against Jason and Alex, right?
Yeah, they definitely are. They told Paul.
That would be fun then, because if Jason and Alex are like in pretty good spots right now, it'd be fun to see one of them go home.
I would pay a large sum of money to watch Alex walk out the door.
Oh yeah.
And then be like, Paul said it was friendship.
No, and then she'd be like, I'll be back.
I'll be like Nicole. I got out 8th. She got out whatever it is.
I mean, will she be like Nicole though?
Yeah. For those of you who want some spoilers outside of the game, Nicole and Victor posted a hot picture kissing, and it just shows that Nicole can get around to having sex with 3 Big Brother house guests. Her and who let's name some other people who have probably hooked up with other Big Brother house guests.
Fact check.
Oh goddamn, Austin! We're gonna ask you for a fact check. You gotta stop interrupting with this fucking fact check.
Whoa!
Because I'm really
Nicole She's dated Emmett as well from Big Brother.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
That's actually a really good fact check.
Yeah.
Really? How?
What?
How'd you find that out?
I found out on Reddit. No, truth. There's a picture.
When?
Yesterday.
They dated yesterday?
No, they dated like a while ago.
Triple date
between Corey and Victor.
Wait, what?
Yes.
How do you? Could you bring it over here, please? I'm very curious.
Yes.
This is why we need fact check, man. At every fucking.
You just shit on him.
I know.
Austin made you eat your words.
You made me eat my poop.
Go on. What were you saying?
What did you say?
What are you saying?
You go on what you're saying. That's
yeah.
All right. So how do you guys feel? Nolan, give your opinion on Nicole.
Oh
It's
God!
another season. Do we have to?
Yes.
You should read another question.
Yeah, we're
right?
I will say this tied to this season.
Okay,
I
good.
think it would be very. I think the reason why Paul doesn't want to bring Alex is because Alex would be the exact. It would be the exact same situation as Nicole, a girl who had a guy, Jason, to
tall-
her Corey,
a tall
a
guy.
tall
No, but
guy.
it was different.
It was different because they were, but it's very. There's shades of it. There's definitely shades of it.
I mean, Alex isn't giving Jason a hand job under the covers every other night, but I mean,
No, but
well, yes, that was like a big thing.
no. But what I'm saying is, she had a guy to kind of be her shield.
By this picture because
No, I don't believe it.
no, there was a few by that picture.
Oh, that's not that picture.
Oh, she's sleeping with one of those guys on this picture.
Yeah.
That's probably the guy in the middle. Let's be honest. Pajama party.
But yeah, I think it would be definitely shades of Nicole because I think that Alex would have a chance of beating him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that if Paul won last season, he wouldn't be here right now. So screw Nicole for and I don't mean literally any ex-house guests. You don't screw her literally. But it's just if Nicole it doesn't win, Paul doesn't play. That's what it comes down to. So Nicole winning screwed up this season immensely because she made Paul Dempsey. Oh, that Paul guy was great. Let's bring him back.
Well, if Nicole never came back because she was such an over eccentric, awesome character in her first season that they had to bring her back. Like, man, I hate her.
No one.
There's a lot of people I hate.
Jocasta.
Nicole's up there. Jocasta. Jocasta is probably the last person I like. If you name me to name all the Big Brother, I probably just would have named her. I'd be like, oh yeah, that was a person.
Do you remember her bow ties? That was the thing. Okay.
What's the next question, baby boy?
Next question.
Who do you think Nicole did from this season?
Oh God. Whistlenut maybe. Adam Pock.
No, really. If she had to date one person this season, who would it be?
Mark.
He's a big teddy bear.
Yeah.
I can see Mark being like, I love Elena. Like, doesn't matter. Like, she's like far past him.
No, who do you think?
I could see her dating
Josh?
No way in hell.
There's nobody else that she could date, is
It'd
there?
be Mark.
Baby Paul.
Cameron.
Cameron is a girlfriend of 7 years.
Who else? Like, where I'm trying. Am I missing some of the
One
guys?
second. Megan.
Honestly,
Jillian, okay.
honestly, Paul. I can see her leaving Victor and going to Paul.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Victor's pissed.
They're not even great friends anymore, I don't think. But whatever. You got any more?
Okay, this question comes from. I saw it before. Oh, Broad Scabby. We answered this question a little bit yesterday. Let's just say it one more time. How do you think the jury house is like right now?
Chill. Relax.
Relax.
Right now, chill.
Relaxed. It's pretty much three like best friends that anyone can have.
Yeah.
So
that's it. Yeah, it's gonna be very relaxed, and the three of them are gonna have good times. I think that Cody's gonna spend a lot of time on his own, just like chilling, watching TV and reading. And I think Elena and Mark are gonna spend a lot of time like having weird, awkward conversations where Mark wants more kisses, and Elena's like, no more kisses, Mark. And he's like, one more kiss, and that's how that's gonna end.
this one comes from Mike. Who do you think is a better kisser, me or Ian?
What? Mike.
We watched last night. For those of you who don't remember,
Oh,
Big
no.
Brother 14.
Come on.
There was this epic night of spin the bottle.
Oh God.
And both and the one house is Ashley. She was very like bubbly and like really dumb. That was like her character, but she was probably dumb in real life too. She made out with both Mike Boogie and Ian Terry, and it was probably the two most awkward kisses of my life. Ian
Your life?
Adam was there like,
Come here, Ian.
Ian grabbed my head.
Your turn.
Ian literally grabbed her head, and they kissed, and then he did it again, and she was like, she resented so hard.
Jen's neck.
She was like, and this is, for those of you who are just listening, he legitimately grabbed the back of her head. She went in. No, they kissed. And then she pulled away, and then he grabbed it again, and she was like trying to get away from it, but he was like, I can still go. And then like it was just very uncomfortable for everyone watching. So that's a great question, Nolan. Thank you so much for making that.
No problem.
James, you owe me a Diet Pepsi.
Hey, here you got it.
Thanks, man. All right, Nolan, do you see the one about Paul by Emily?
Peace. No, I do not see it.
All right, if Paul would have won last season, they brought Nicole this season. What do you think would have happened in the game by now? A lot more dirty sheets. Matt, you think Matt would have been with Nicole?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Maybe.
Nicole would have been with one of the guys.
Yes.
Mark. I really think
I don't think it
No,
would have been
Mark
Mark.
loved Elena, man.
No, Mark. He said though at the beginning, I don't think Elena would be the girl he typically goes after. I feel like Mark's very soft spoken. He's from Denver and moved to New York. Denver's near Wisconsin, wherever the hell she lives.
She's from Michigan.
Michigan. So I mean, it's close in proximity. I think there's a match made in heaven after Elfit Nick doesn't last.
I say Matt.
How do you guys think Nicole would have done it placement-wise? I think she would have went home a lot sooner than Paul.
Oh yeah, she doesn't have the See, her game is different. I'm not like downplaying her game or anything.
Just a little bit. Okay, you can
Yeah,
downplay it.
I just think that she's not as good of a gamer as Paul. I think Paul understands the game way more than she does. I think he doesn't crack under pressure. Nicole, especially if she didn't have that person to rely on, if she didn't find that person, like in the first season she had Hayden, the second season she had Corey. Like if she didn't find that person, whereas if those three couples matched up already, like if Matt and Raven got together, if Cody and Jess got together, and if Mark and Elena got together, then she would have no one, because I feel like Josh just wasn't looking for that. Obviously,
He was,
but like that's really not Nicole's type, I guess.
Isn't many girls' type?
I think Nicole's type is Big Brother player. Like that's what it seems like. I'm
True.
being serious. Like I think she wants someone in this Big Brother world. I think she likes it when people talk about her. Honestly, why would you date 3 separate Big Brother house guests? Why does that like? How?
Can I give you something? Okay. Big Brother house, male house guests are typically fairly good-looking fellas.
True.
So Nicole, in a normal world, might not get a Corey, right? She's meek, she's shy. She might not have the confidence to go after a Corey, right? Or a Victor. So in this world where she has some clout, I know it's like a word people make fun of, she has something to back up with, she's like more on their playing field. I know does that sound mean? It might. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that she's shy. She always says she's shy. She's quiet. So she has the connection to these people, these very good looking men.
You see, especially with Victor, because I think Corey's like I feel like would be like kind of cool in real life, like not really like crazy.
You know,
but Victor's a very big like character, like his Twitter, Instagram. He's like always working out and like he's a very charismatic guy, and like very in touch with his Latin heritage and like dance. He definitely at the club. He's salsaing in the middle. So like I can't see them outside of Big Brother getting together. But I
want to rephrase, but I feel bad now what I said. I don't mean Nicole's an attractive girl. You guys know what I meant. Like,
I'm allowed to say whatever you want. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
She's a shy girl. Yeah,
and these are very confident, good-looking dudes.
You're allowed to say that you think she wouldn't go after guys outside the house. Like you don't have to.
No, you could say that she's batting out of her league. So I think she is, but but anyway, do you think that so she was in the house and she was dating Josh? Do you think that she would be like the best looking man in the world is in the Big Brother house? God, he likes me, and Josh is like, your meatball. Like, you think that's what would happen?
I love when he says meatball and brings out the pots and pans. Meatball. She got so mad at Mark for throwing that stuff in his face. Oh my god.
Okay, this comes from Sharina. Who do you think will win America's Favorite House Guest at this point in time?
I would say Dominique or Megan at this point. Like,
if Megan won, that would be the best thing ever.
Queen.
No, it's gonna be Jess, Cody, or Kevin. That mark my words.
I think Kevin was good in the. I genuinely think that they're like. I think Jess is gonna win.
Yeah, I think so too.
If I had to put a vote on it right now, a couple weeks ago I was all Kevin. Jess is out. It's over for Jess. Dude, they're not really editing Kevin as much anymore. Like he's just kind of chill, low key. It's gonna be Jess, I think.
You know why they're not editing Kevin? I think he's so low, like chill in the diary room. I don't think he has that presence where he can tell a story.
Here's who I think they kind of pushing right now. We saw from this episode. I think they're pushing Jason. With why does family get a spot? He got his little baby, his baby moment.
Gatlin.
No, the new baby. He's getting way more airtime than Kevin. So I mean, Kevin, I think is out of the running almost at this point. He's close out of the running. We got a month left.
I can't see Jason winning though.
I think right now it would be Jess, Cody, and then by some crazy chance, maybe Kevin or Jason.
Okay, gun to your head. One word. Gun to your head. Who wins?
Cody.
You have to take a guess. Cody. I say Jess.
Well, she's been waiting for this moment her whole life. She's legitimately been waiting to have like an online relationship where people care about her. This is Jess's big moment, and when the season's over, I think she's gonna spiral.
How do you know that?
Do you see the? Oh yeah, by the way, I was on Chandler Parsons' Instagram the other day in February. Guess who commented on it? She's everywhere. He's a professional basketball player, professional football players, internet stars. She wants that successful, cool-looking relationship.
That's actually a good point. Early said, do you think Mark has a chance?
The applause tonight. That applause was pretty great. I don't know.
Mark has a chance, dude. Honestly, I forgot about. I think that he has a chance.
I love
He's such a good person. I could see Big look.
Talk about a smile.
Do you think Big Brother has ever kind of like,
Yes,
you know what?
Nolan.
Fuck that person.
Yes.
So do you think that they would just be like, you know what, Mark is a good like face of our like
Yes.
of our franchise in a sense? In a sense, he's almost so good as of a person. Like Jess is kind of like she was like a good character.
But
Cody was a good character, but they have those little things where like they were kind of like they fat shamed Josh, and
he said some
they
bad
said
things
a couple
about
bad
trans
things in the
people.
beginning.
Yeah.
But Mark is just like he's a good person, and I don't know. I think that's a good like I think Mark has a chance too. I forgot about Mark.
I think if Kevin wins, he owes a lot of like gangsters' money back in Boston, so he's like, I don't want to win because they don't know I have money.
All right, what else we got? Nolan.
Okay. Do you think Jess and Cody will last like Rachel and Brendan? She said, and that guy, or like, do you think that they'll last after the house?
What guy?
She said Rachel, and
Rachel and that guy. Oh,
Rachel
I
and
didn't know- I
Brendan
didn't get it.
Viegas.
Brendan Viegas.
How do you forget about that guy? That hunk? Yeah, thanks for the question, Gabby.
There's one special girl on Skype that has never forgotten about Brandon.
Oh my god, he had leaked nudes.
No, he Skyped
Yeah,
with
he Skyped with a girl
in the
naked.
first year of dating Rachel.
Oh, he did? It was a scandal, right?
Yeah, it was like Skypegate or whatever.
Skype gate.
Wait, so he cheated a little bit?
Well, yeah, technically. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
No, I
no.
could see them. I could see them lasting.
Yeah, I could too. I think they
Just like Brendan did on Skype.
I think Cody wants it to last. Jess wants it to last, but I think she's gonna lose interest before Cody. This is me judging people I don't know, but
Nah,
that's my guess.
I think she's in love with him, man. I think they're really crazy about each other. I do think they have a lot of differences in their lives, though. I think Jessica's used to LA lifestyle. Cody's used to that middle of nowhere lifestyle, like where he just does his thing, wakes up every day, does what he does, and goes to bed. Jessica party. If you go to her Instagram, she's a party girl, man. And that I feel like for someone like Cody, when it was not going to fit, I hope they make it work. They seem like they really care about each other, which is really nice to see in the Big Brother house. So yeah.
Okay,
I think
yeah.
they do.
So I think that's about the end of the questions.
Cool.
We could ask some questions for each other.
Yeah.
All right, Nolan, how much do you think that you're going to be on Big Brother next season? No, okay, serious question. Let's go. Okay, Christmas against Josh. Where do the jury votes go? Final two, of course.
That's one you gotta think about.
Christmas against Josh. I think Josh wins
Why?
Oh my god.
because
No, go by each person though. Like,
Okay.
I know why you think so. Like, I pretty much do.
I think
Cody?
Cody 100% would vote for Christmas.
Marlena?
Marlena,
They're
I
gonna
think
vote
would
the
vote
same
for
crowd.
Josh because I think judging from tonight's episode, I think Mark is like he's a good guy. I think he can. I think Josh. Kevin doesn't. Why I get these names so mixed up? Mark has.
They're a bunch of white guy
Mark
names.
is. Mark is just so like he has a good not a guilty conscience. He doesn't hold grudges. I think he'll go for who played a better game.
Maven?
I think Maven will vote for Josh over Christmas.
I don't know. I mean, who might have
I
seen
guess
it?
we'll have to see.
That's your votes, okay. Kevin, Jason, Alex.
Kevin, Jason, Alex,
And then
and
Paul.
Paul. Kevin, Jason, Alex, Paul. Kevin, I think would vote for
Christmas, he loves her.
Christmas. Jason would vote for.
I think Josh
This would be
would vote for
close.
Josh. Because
Yeah,
they would look at them taking them out as more
man, this
Christmas
is tough. But I don't know why. I just think that Josh and I think Paul would vote for Josh. But
So you think Josh would
because
take
logically,
Christmas
logically, I think at the end of the day, in my head, I think Christmas. I'm not taking anything away from her game. Like it's pretty impressive to make it this far, whereas you can barely play in any competitions and like defend yourself. But at the end of the day, that also is it's her greatest blessing in this game, but also it's her biggest curse because at the end, if I was sitting next to her, all I would say is you got dragged.
I think it's the best thing that happened to her was getting her hurt. Because at the end of the game, she's not going to defend herself, and that's why they're not putting her on the block.
So do you guys think that Christmas loses against anyone? If she loses to Josh in your mind, I think that she loses against anyone if that's the criteria the jury's going with.
I don't think she loses against Raven.
I don't think there's any scenario where her and Raven go.
Or Matt. I don't think she loses against Raven or Matt. But no, I think Raven might. There's a chance.
Matt's not going to get there.
Well, you also have to remember this. This is a big thing. Christmas, if she makes the final three, she automatically loses the final HOH. She's not going to be able to compete in the endurance or the physical.
Right.
So in that situation, she just has to hope whoever wins the final HOH brings her.
Yeah.
Which sucks. So that's another reason you wouldn't be here without me. So if I was there and I brought Christmas, say it was us three, and say for this circumstance, Nick is Christmas, say I'm Josh and you're Paul or something, and I'm Josh, I win and I want to bring Christmas.
Yeah, of course.
I say Christmas, you're with me. if I brought Christmas, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't be sitting in the final two. Like,
True.
the only reason she's here is because I picked her. She couldn't compete. And no offense to Christmas, but you got dragged the entire game. Just like this situation, it's very symbolic of the season. Whereas you couldn't defend yourself, you couldn't do anything, you couldn't win a competition when it mattered the most, and you had to rely on people like me and Paul to bring you. Yep. So. I don't know. In that case, if I was on the jury, it depending on who, unless she's sitting next to like a Matt or a Raven, I think that I would always go against Christmas.
So who does Josh beat in the final two? If he beats Christmas, does he beat? He doesn't beat Kevin, I don't think. He doesn't beat Jason, Alex, Paul.
We don't really know though. We're not gonna know who he beats yet till we start seeing things from the jury.
Yeah, I think this is like a later in the. I think in a couple of weeks we can do more of these questions. It's kind of tough now.
Yeah, we don't know how they're thinking. They could be there because in the jury house is just as much of a game as the regular house.
Right.
You're gonna see a lot of gameplay talk there, so we'll see. Yeah, we've been on for 45 minutes. I think we're good to call it a night.
Cool.
All right, guys, thank you so much, and we're gonna be back on Sunday. It is Thursday, so you got a few days off. We'll be back on Sunday, but also maybe we'll get one of our YouTube homies here before Sunday do another podcast. We'll see. We'll keep you guys posted. Stay tuned on our Twitter, and we will see you guys on Sunday.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank y'all.